What's happening, guys, and welcome to today's show. It's been a while since I've done a video, but that's because there hasn't been an Arsenal game on since our victory over Leicester. So yes, here we are. The gap in the Premier League has shortened. Aston Villa doing us a favour. We're going to cover that game briefly. Then we're going to preview the game on the weekend between Arsenal and West Ham, and we're going to look at the Champions League draw also briefly. So first, Aston Villa versus Liverpool. Phenomenal game. Villa doing us a favour. That finished 2-2. It was a back and forth game. Pretty even possession. Though Villa edged the possession. Attempts, Liverpool had more, but Villa had more on target. I think Villa had 4 on target to Liverpool's 3. Salah opening the lead with Tielemans making it 1-1. And then Villa going into the break 2-1 with Ollie Watkins scoring. And then Liverpool fighting back, making it 2-2 with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Both teams at that point had chances to win it. Núñez had chances to win it that he missed. And I think Rodgers had a chance that he missed at the end. And Marlon, who basically a chance out of nothing, ball bouncing. He gets control over it, runs with his speed. And, you know, his strike going far post, just brushes the post. But, you know, that was the chance at the end that could have won the game. And it was just a phenomenal game. Really quick, 2 attacking teams, 2 really good managers going at it. And to be honest, you know, it would have been great if Villa would have won the game. I was just hoping that Villa could have saw the game out, because that would have done us a massive favour. But making Liverpool drop 2 points, that's a favour in itself. So now Arsenal, we need to do our job this Saturday, tomorrow, and beat West Ham at the Emirates. That game is at the Emirates. So we have to beat West Ham. And going into that game, we should have confidence. You know, I think we're on like a 15-game unbeaten run in the Premier League, so we should have confidence. Yes, our striking options are very, very limited at the moment. Martinelli and Saka are getting close to a comeback, but, you know, we don't have a lot of options. We've got the young lad Ethan up front, we got Sterling, we got Trossard, and let's not forget, we've got Moreno, who got us out of trouble against Leicester. So we should have enough to be able to beat West Ham at home. Now, West Ham have improved under Graham Potter, but, you know, let's look at the Arsenal starting 11. I'm going to keep it simple. I think it should be the same starting 11 that played against Leicester. And that is Lewis Skelly, first Ryan in goal, Lewis Skelly on the left, Saliba and Gabriel in the middle, and Timber on the right, Partey, Rice and Odegaard in midfield, and up front, Sterling, Trossard and Ethan Ranieri. Sterling didn't play that well against Leicester, but there might be a big performance in him, and this could be it. And if we get even if we get a decent Sterling, that might be enough for him to help us to reach our objectives. You know, it's very, very important. Now, that's what I think the starting 11 should be. I know Moreno scored, but I don't think Moreno should start as a striker. I don't think he should start striker. I think he should be the option to bring on if we need to get a goal up front with his size and his presence and his obvious eye for goal. And I think that's what the manager will do. Let me know in the comments if you agree, and let me know in the comments, you know, what your starting 11 would be for that game. So, if Arsenal can win this game, we're going to cut the points down to 5. I think at the moment, because they got that point, it's at 8 points. Yeah, so the gap now is 8 points, but we got that game in hand. And if we can win this game, it's going to cut it down to 5 points. And that is very, very close. Liverpool do have tricky games. I think their next game is against Manchester City. So that's going to be a tricky game for Liverpool. Even though Manchester City got spanked by Real Madrid in the Champions League, they are getting better in the Premier League, and Haaland should be fit for that one. He missed the game in the Champions League this week because of some sort of illness that he had. But Arsenal, we need to keep doing our job. And our job is to just win. And if we can get the points down to 5, that might make Liverpool a little bit shaky, and who knows what could happen. I'm a little bit more hopeful and optimistic now that we can take this Premier League title race to the wire. I'm a little bit more hopeful now, and the fixtures are in our favour. So Arsenal, we just need to keep doing our job, the players, the manager. So, you know, hopefully we get the win against West Ham, and that puts the pressure on Liverpool. As you guys probably know already, Champions League draw has been done. And Arsenal, we have PSV, the Dutch team that we have a lot of history with. We always seem to play PSV. So, let me take you through. So, we've got PSV. The first leg is over there. So, the first leg's away in Holland. And the second leg's at the Emirates. That could work in our favour. If we can get a result over there and then bring them back home and get the job done, phenomenal. So, PSV versus Arsenal, Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid, Madrid derby, massive. PSG versus Liverpool. That's a tricky one for Liverpool because PSG, they have grown this season and they seem to have clicked. Club Brugge versus Villa. Decent draw for Villa, but Club Brugge did dismantle Atlanta, so you can't take those for granted. Benfica versus Barcelona. Borussia Dortmund versus Lille. This big game coming up now. Bayern Munich versus Bayer Leverkusen. That's gonna be a very good game. And Feyenoord versus Inter Milan. So, at this stage in the Champions League, there are no easy teams. There's a lot of big. Looking at that, you know, there's the two ties that stand out for me in terms of big teams facing each other. Well, three are Real Madrid, Atletico, Bayern Munich versus Leverkusen, and PSG versus Liverpool. So 3 of those teams are going out. So that opens it up for everyone else. So it's going to be interesting. So yeah, this is going to end today's video. I'll be back tomorrow for my post-match analysis of Arsenal versus West Ham. So all that good stuff. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. And I'll see you very soon. Peace.